Wanderers, welcome to the Wandering Dutchman podcast.
The Wandering Dutchman podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wandering Dutchman podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wandering Dutchman. Yeah, yeah. The Wandering Dutchman. Yeah, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wandering Dutchman podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge. Welcome back to an episode that's not an interview. Hopefully you enjoyed the last two.
Oh,
Bless
boy.
you.
Jeez Louise.
Bless you there, my child. Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed the interviews.
We enjoyed it.
With the retired Lieutenant Colonel. It was a pleasure having him in the lounge. Yeah, it was. I got a couple of hateful messages from, some friends of the program.
Oh, okay.
Because they didn't like the whole part 2 teaser. They're like, we're just getting into it. It was great. Everything was flowing great. And then your dumb fat face said, catch you in next week for part 2.
Cliffhanger is what we call that in the biz.
Yeah.
I kind of got my pee-pee smacked a little bit about him talking about his pee-pee.
Oh, really?
Herman the Monster.
Oh.
By his wife.
Oh, really?
Bumped into him at trivia night.
Yeah, they were there at trivia night. Big. I think they finished second place.
Yeah. They did well, which doesn't surprise me one bit because that guy's sharp as a tack.
Yeah, you got to get up pretty early to try to fool that feller.
Yeah.
But he's a friend of the program now, and I think always welcome out here at the lounge.
For sure.
But we like to step outside the comfort zone.
Yeah.
And do some of that stuff. But, we really, like I told people this, like, do you guys know him? And I'm like, no. We really, first time we met him was
he walked
that
through
evening.
the door.
Yeah. And then we just had a
Which
conversation.
I think is cool.
Yeah.
That first impression, getting to know somebody initially, like not really knowing anything about this cat other than who he's tied to. You know what I mean? But
yeah, and it's glad to have him living in the community because if shit were ever to hit the fan, maybe he's comes part of the collective pretty fast.
Knows what to do.
Yeah, probably would be. So, anyways, we are into the end of February. We've got the Olympics going on, which good, right, wrong, or indifferent. Haven't watched much of it.
I haven't either.
Just really hasn't stirred my...
What about those Canadian guys that were in the fight at the curling
It
fight?
wasn't a fight. He just said, fuck you.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
He said he double tapped the...
Yeah.
His finger, like, mark it scratch, Smokey. You're across the line. Mark it 0.
Well, and the thing that I heard about it is the handles actually have a sensor on them, and the little green line there, if your hand is still on the sensor as the stone, like it beeps and it goes off. But what he's doing is as he's letting go, and you watch some of them, they kind of have it, he kind of just guided her a little bit, but you're not supposed to.
He just
touch
gave
the
it an
stone.
extra little finger right there on the back of the stone itself instead of up on the handle.
And so
What do they call that rock?
I don't know.
curling stone?
It's not a curling stone. It's got like a weird name. It's
Yeah,
kinda
granite.
Is that what it's made of?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're made out of granite.
Huh.
Comes like from
You know how it's like a
same area as
shuttlecock
Scott.
and badminton? It's not a shuttlecock, but it's
You
got
just
like a
wanted
weird
to say
name.
shuttlecock.
Like maybe it is a stone. I don't know. I thought it had some
It's a curling
cool name.
stone, but it's granite from an island, and from Scotland, and they the same place. It comes out of like the same quarry for these.
The curling stone, also sometimes called a rock in North America.
Well, they really need to find a better name.
Yeah. Well, Dave, you can send that suggestion on, but yeah. So it's like Lindsey Vonn. She ripped her leg up.
Oh man, that was brutal to
I thought
watch,
you were going
dude.
to eat that gnat.
Probably.
Whenever she was screaming like that,
That's tough.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've experienced that live once.
Yeah.
Not skiing. It was a UE women's soccer game, and one of the UE girls gave a little bump to another girl, and her cleat got caught, and she had a compound leg fracture. And listening to her scream, like you almost wanted somebody to just cover her face with a pillow.
I've seen it a couple times.
rough.
It's tough. Yeah, it's brutal. But it's just
What about the biggest stat? What about the biggest stat of the
10,000
Olympics?
rubbers
10,000
in like
rubbers.
9 hours.
10,000 rubbers down the
Eat your
shit
heart out,
already.
Bonnie Rabbit. Bunny Rabbit?
Bonnie Blue. Bonnie
Oh.
Blue. Bonnie Blue.
Sorry.
Man, you're batting 1,000 here, curler.
Well, he's on the road to
Factory
recovery.
reset.
Good old factory reset. That's I was listening to Pardon My Take, and they were like, it's like college, except nobody's like big fat slobs. Everybody's great in shape and has the stamina drive of a marathon runner. So
They've said
makes
that
sense.
before that those Olympic villages are just one big fuck.
Well,
fest.
and
And it's
the
hard to.
sky skiers were pumping their junk full of lactic acid or something.
hydronic acid.
Do what now?
Yeah, so when they go get fitted for their suit, they would pump their junk up so they'd have a little extra room. And then because the suit, if you have a little bit extra underneath,
It's like a flying
it's like
squirrel.
a flap, like on an airplane.
No
And
shit.
so it would give them more push.
Like 75 feet more on their distance is what they were getting from inflating their junk up.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it's
What's that one
Real
speed
deal.
skater? What's that one speed skater girl that wore? She wears the orange shorts or pants. You know what I'm talking about? You've seen her on the internet yet? My God.
that's Logan Paul's woman.
Is it?
Yeah,
It
from
might
the
be.
Netherlands.
Yeah. Wow.
Judah something. She's got a gold and a
Big booty Judy.
silver this Olympics, I think.
Jesus Christ. Her calves are her stumps of freaking legs are huge.
Well, you figure because I think she
Climbing like
won
a
medals
tree.
in the 1,000 and the 500. So if you could imagine being hunched over skating for a third of a mile.
Jeez Louise, man.
Well, no, I guess
Pretty
that would be a
nuts.
fifth of a mile.
Pretty nuts.
5K, no, 5K is 3.62. So
A long time.
yeah, quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a while. So I think other than that, the Olympics and not too much else, but in the world of current events, I guess.
Yeah.
Brother Dave, what have you been up to?
Had a bad stomach bug this week.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty tough. But feeling refreshed now. Ready for spring.
Yeah, wild serial killer move, though, to make steaks after the factory reset. A lot of people kind of ease into things.
Yeah, like crackers, toast.
Maybe some chicken noodle soup, maybe some bread.
Hey, freezer clean out. We're butchering, so that was the last 3 steaks.
Yeah, that's a
Bold move.
yeah. Did you
Go
tell
big,
Pastor
go
Dan you went steak instead of the pescado tonight?
No.
He could probably smell the red meat on your breath.
Wetting it out of my
Yeah.
forehead as he was giving me my.
Goddamn, Dave, you're a little sweaty there.
whatever
Can't
the
get the
hell that-
ashes to stick.
Whatever the hell that is. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a tough spot.
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Same for me. I mean, I didn't have no stomach bug or anything, but hey, big shout out to the Huntingburg Teen Outback, man. Once again, they did it. We had a great time. Trivia night. Don't even know what we placed. It was it top 10 for sure?
The wheels really fell off towards the end.
Yeah.
When they announced we're out of beer, I think we were just like, well, we're done.
Man. Yeah.
Gosh, dang, we had that happen last week.
They'll have to
too.
figure that out. But
That's by the way, like if you're planning a major event where people realistically go not for the trivia, but to drink beer with their buddies
For the kids.
drink beer with their buddies for the kids.
yeah.
Maybe you should plan a little extra.
Strategic move, which I'm not sure that it fell so much on one plate as it did the other plate because they told them of this issue, and then maybe those people maybe dropped the ball. I'm not going to point any fingers or whatever. Either way, great time.
Yeah.
Big time, great time.
Our buddy Teddy Hoops joined us.
Yeah.
And his lovely bride,
Mrs. Brandy.
Miss Brandy there. Miss Brandy, obviously the big question that she had input on was wrong. Because the obvious answer was white, that tennis balls used to be white, but
Yeah.
we went blue for some reason.
Yeah.
We trusted her gut, so old blue balls there.
Yeah.
But
But then after trivia, we went on that trip. We went, jumped on the old jet plane there and flew south. 2,398 miles from Holland, Indiana is where we went. And
Real close to the equator.
yeah, and where below it?
No, you're still above it.
We were still above
Slightly.
it? Okay. Because we were wondering if the shitters were going to flush the other way as opposed to the way they do here.
Tell you what, the ones in that there resort didn't leave you time to look.
Holy calzones. Them bastards would...
Well, you don't know how far they have to pump that shit.
True, but if you had any curlies that were had any length to them, the way that water level was at, and another thing too, which we can talk about this some other time, not on camera, but if there was like a comment card box, I would have totally left one that said we need a taller shitter.
Oh, low shitter.
Because I felt like we were like borderline Japan type, shitting in them holes in the ground, and then when you flush that sucker, like it about took your scrot with it. Like it was, my God, did it have some power. But yeah, no, it was a good time down there in St. Lucia land. 10 out of 10 recommend, and I don't know if I'll go back, but mark it off the list. It was a good time. Pretty, very, very, very pretty down there.
Very, very pretty.
Well, glad you guys had fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. So
Really happy for you.
all righty, well, bada bing, bada boom. I guess let's just jump into her. Want to?
Yeah, I didn't have anything going on.
What you said you were watching the Olympics?
I wasn't watching the
Oh,
Olympics.
so then what did you have going on?
Oh, not much. Baseball season's got started. Glad to see a little bit warmer weather.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody escaped to 80 degrees.
Today was awesome.
Work's been super busy. I better play a lot of golf this summer.
That's a good thing, though, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean a little bit.
Ours kind of
Really,
picked up a little
really want to play golf this. Like I said, every year I played twice last year.
Well, I gotta talk to our buddy Tyler Jordan. Get up there to the Big R Scramble.
That's fun.
Take Teddy Hoops with us again.
Yeah, that was a good time.
It was a blast. It's a little bit of a haul, but I think if we plan more accordingly for it,
Make it work.
we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But I'll have to talk to old TJ about that. See when we're gonna do that. But I don't know. I gotta renew my membership out there at Country Club.
Yeah. Better get that done.
Yeah, better get that done. Been too busy. So, big fella, what have you been wondering about?
Well, I know we just talked about it, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. So I would like to talk about like eating abroad.
Anytime.
I knew that was going to be funny.
How long have you been working on that one?
Actually just pulled it out there. International cuisine is what my topic is. So when I say this, I say it as anytime I've ever traveled, out of the country, it seems like the food is always slightly different or a slight variation of a play on American food. Because I mean, if you fly, like we went to St. Lucia this time, and it's like you go to their buffets for breakfast and stuff. Obviously, they've got scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
They've got what they would like to call bacon.
Chicken franks.
Chicken franks, which is what they had this time, and it literally looked like Vienna sausage floating in some sort of onion broth.
That's tough.
Which is a wild deal. They had pork sausage. That sort of looked like, when you get like the bratwurst or like the worst platter over at the Schnitz, and the weenies are like this, about 2 inches, 3 inches long, little bitty guys.
Yeah.
That's average.
They had 2 or 3 different variations of those, but then this is where it kind of got weird. Like chicken wings, a sweet Thai chili type looking hot wing on their breakfast buffet.
Oh, yeah.
They had what else did they have?
Baked beans.
Baked beans, which I feel like that's
a breakfast.
That's for the British. That's for the Brits. Because then they also had a specific omelet station, like most of them do. But next to the omelet station was a pot of boiling water for poached eggs. There was a lot of folks getting poached eggs. So poached eggs on toast with the beans. That's a British thing, European type deal, but. The grand story, the grand scheme of it, we ate well. We drank, and we drank well. never did we find anything that was like, oh God, that's gross. You know what I mean? Like it was all pretty decent. You know, the one night we did hibachi, which was good. The one night we
Did you
did
catch a shrimp in your gullet?
no, our guy
First day.
It was like the dude.
It was terrible.
It was so awkward. So they had to split us up because there was 16 of us. They had to split us up into 2 tables, one of 10 or one of
6.
Yeah, that's what the math would.
Why wouldn't they do 8 and 8?
Exactly. Doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Kind of threw us for a loop. But anyway, the other table, who didn't have the birthday guy at their table. Well, one of the birthdays, because it was Dougie B, neighbor Doug's birthday and Love's birthday. And we were with Love, and Dougie B and those guys were at the other one. And that guy was like doing the whole pow and the flames and the throwing shit and doing all this stuff. And
your guy was like
our guy,
any other average white guy on a Blackstone.
The extent of his show was taking his salt and pepper shaker and just tapping on the grill. Like every time. He wasn't. I bet he only spoke 3 words the entire show. Like it was tough.
Not a talker, eh?
No.
He tried like hell, though. He's like, okay, you ready to catch it?
Oh, man, it was so awkward. Like, he just kept nothing.
Missing by a
And
mile.
Caitlin was like, like, come on, fucker, throw it at me. You know what I mean? Like
Maybe that's what he was doing the entire time.
Yeah, maybe he knew what was happening.
Yeah.
But
He's not a dummy.
we did that, and then the last night, I think those guys split off and went to the steakhouse, and then we went to the French restaurant, which was was my first time actually ever having like real French cuisine, which was good. But the thing that got me, the one thing that I stepped out of my comfort zone and I tried, and I'm really glad I did because it was very good, was I got to eat escargot for the first time.
Just a snail.
Yeah, in like some sort of like butter sauce. And they served it with like a baguette, like a medallion of a baguette or whatever. And it was an hors d'oeuvre, you know what I mean? But it was good, man. It was really neat. I don't know. Have you ever had escargot?
No, I'm not an international traveler like you guys.
Well, I'm gonna say it. I mean, it was fun.
You know it's not fun? Telling big guy here to shut up at dinner.
Oh boy, yeah.
Who told you to shut
Turns
up
out, if you are listening and you were at the Oceana Grill on
Whatever night.
Thursday,
Wednesday, Thursday, something.
some night in February of 2026, and we had been on a bender all day. This was dinner time.
That was the boat day.
That was the boat.
It was
day.
Thursday.
Yeah, and we had to breakfast, lunch, buffets, supper time, sit down, dress nice, dinner. Order from a menu. We were all sitting in 2 different tables, like we were conversating loudly. 7:30 at night. We're at a resort on the ocean that serves free alcohol all day. So what do you expect, right? Oh, fucking Tommy Tough Knuckles and his old lady's sitting over here. And he said something. I don't even know what he said or whatever. And I don't really remember very much of the interaction other than the fact that I think I double flipped. I gave him 2 birds, like I hit him with the old 1-2 skidoo. And I said, why don't you move, or maybe you should have made a reservation some other time. Why don't you go move somewhere else or some shit? I paid just as much money to stay here as you did.
Or maybe more.
Or maybe more. That's what Zach Bushgetter said. Or maybe more. Some shit. But, Tommy Tough Knuckles wasn't enjoying our conversation as much as we were, and he wasn't even sitting adjacent. Like, he was kind of like,
over and down.
yeah, like
he was
on a lower level of the restaurant and like over here, like just really being a real stick in the mud. Like his old lady must have been ripping his ass all day or something, one of those guys. But he pissed me off real proper. And yeah, I ended up going to the bathroom and taking a nap.
Shitter nap.
With my shirt off. I
went to find him. I was like, Mace, are you okay?
I had to think about my transgressions.
We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. I just, needed a time to reflect on, I may have overstepped my boundaries a little bit by causing somewhat of a scene, but
what was the warden's reaction?
She didn't give a shit.
I think she was ready to throw down. At that point in time,
ride or die. She was on my side. Yeah. And, but yeah, like the whole wait staff, like they
They got a chuckle.
They got a pretty huge chuckle of it too, and
Because they've seen.
oh my
a lot
God,
worse.
you know that? Yes, like that's the thing. The hostess or the maitre d' or whatever, she come over and told Justine, she's like, "I'm so sorry, we moved them over there. There, you guys wouldn't have to worry about those because they obviously acknowledged that he was the aggressor. Like we,
Mace, he's like, can you guys just shut the fuck up? We're trying to enjoy dinner. And Mace goes, are you being serious? He's like, yeah, I'm being fucking serious. And Mace just flipped the switch. You know what? Fuck you, motherfucker. So come down there and beat your old fucking ass.
because we were trying to do the same thing, you know, and like we were just chatting and having. I'm sure we were being loud, of course. You know,
I mean,
but-
if you weren't like every word was fuck and you weren't
like
talking about
we
this
might have
or
been,
that.
we may have had a little bit of TNA talk going on, but I mean, whatever, you know, whatever. But they obviously recognized that he was being the aggressor, so that's why they stepped in and moved him and his date away.
And it's also hard to move 16 people.
Yeah, and moved him away, and then came back up to apologize for him for saying it. And Justine's like, "Oh no, you're totally fine," and she was just like on the verge of busting out laughing the whole time. It was very
Well, they probably gave him $100 credit. You guys an apology.
yeah.
And
Whatever.
Jokes on him. It's all the same money.
well, if they would have given him anyways.
Yeah.
Well, and they figured too, if there's 8 guys up there and he's going to come swinging on one of them, he's going to get his ass whipped.
Yeah, for sure.
So
sure.
it's not going to work out well. But
Right.
St. Lucian jails might be nice.
Yeah, you never know. I wouldn't want to find out. Judging on the just like on the architecture, like once you leave the gate of this place that we were staying, like I don't really think I want to dabble.
It's amazing these places. Who colonized St. Lucia?
French
So
and the British,
They said the British on the first boat ride.
and then the French.
They've switched hands between the French and British like 13 times.
Exactly.
And then in 1979, they became their own.
Their own deal now.
Mm-hmm.
Because we made friends with this one bartender. His name was Patrick.
Good guy.
Very good guy. He worked on cruise lines for 15 years before he got COVID on the boat. Found out he had myocardiopathy. Had to get a fucking defibrillator put in, which for some reason either he didn't want to go back out to sea or just kind of stay down here just in case something got funky. But he said his great grandma, he said, my great grandmother was as white as you. And I said, really? He said, yep. And then he said she came here from France, fell in love with a black boy, and that's how you get Patrick.
I was going to say it's a pretty white name.
Yeah. Well, they all were. Chester, Patrick, Eugene. Like they were all,
Charles.
yeah, like they were all very
Now,
nice. Very nice.
I'm switching gears, I guess, but I was on 3 different drinking boats. Didn't fall off a single one.
Applause button. He
Yeah,
needs that.
It was. Thank
There
you.
it is. Yeah, he did really well. Although he had every opportunity in the world to fall off of boat ride number 2 because it was pretty treacherous to gain access from the front of the catamaran to the back of the catamaran because the walkway was pretty fucky going up and back.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
So the thing that I wanted to say though on the international cuisine part of it is I been to Mexico a couple times, been to Jamaica, been here now. And it seems like every time you travel somewhere like that, day 1, day 3, day 4, whatever, you're going to come down with a little bit of GI issues. You know what I mean? Because of the alcohol, because of the different diet, because of whatever. Usually you get into a little bit of a bumper car situation in the shitter between you and your date. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's my turn. No, it's my turn, because you're really getting after it.
Yeah.
This is the first time that I've ever traveled internationally where I didn't have to do that. Like I'd wake up in the morning, take my normal dump, do whatever. It was fine. Food was great. Didn't have an issue. I mean, got full, ate, everything was fine, slept well, got on the airplane to leave, come home, landed in Miami. First thing we found in Miami, because everybody was starving, because by that time it was
9.
yeah.
8.
8:30-ish by the time we got on the ground in Miami. Chick-fil-A. Spicy deluxe,
Of course.
a fry, and a Diet Coke. Fly to Louisville, go home. Get up Sunday, go to basketball, come home, eat lunch, salad, and a little bit of our friend at Merkley's jalapeno cheese summer sausage. So I've had two meals under my belt since being back in the on American soil. Sunday evening at about 4:00, Sunday afternoon, straight water for like 15 hours.
Oh boy.
Why is it that it's got RFK needs to figure this shit out? It's got to be because of our food, wouldn't you think? I mean, I'm almost 3,000 miles from home. I even Googled it. Where does St. Lucian all-inclusive resorts primarily get their food imported from? Beef, dairy, and eggs come from the United States predominantly, but everything else comes from the UK. Obvious, other than like fish that they can source locally, you know what I mean? But like everything else is from the UK, other than locally sourced things. And I didn't eat very much beef. Matter of fact, I don't think I ate any beef while down there. And the only eggs that I ate, I'm pretty sure were fegs. You know what I'm saying? Like the old powder eggs.
Yeah.
You know, the scrambled egg type.
Yeah, they're not cracking.
The
eggs
hell
back
no,
there.
they're not. Yeah. But
They were for the omelet.
yeah, they were for the omelets. Yeah, you are correct there. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be that, or some could say that you dove into
Yeah, the booze. Yeah, the booze for sure.
the greasy Chick-fil-A and all that
True.
other
That's
stuff.
exactly what
could throw you out of balance.
Right.
You know, you could have picked up a little bit of a stomach bug that wasn't the vomiting type.
Traveler's diarrhea.
Yeah. So I wouldn't.
I blame that mud pit.
Oh my God, it was so fucking annoying. We went to this volcanic.
Turns out the island's a volcano.
It literally is.
Well, Dave, how do you think islands are created?
Haven't you ever seen Moana, dipshit?
Moana,
So this one was
Moana.
this one was actually pretty interesting. It was a cauldron type volcano.
So it's just a slow.
It's just instead of a peak and it coming out, this one is down in like the valley in between a crotch of two peaks.
Yeah.
And it's actually like you can watch it bubbling and shit out of the ground, but it's not magma, it's sulfur.
Yeah.
Smelled like shit.
Yeah. Sulfur does.
All that mud, go to these mud pits, rub it all over your skin, get in the water that's coming out of the volcano that's 121 degrees Fahrenheit.
A little hot.
Very hot for just an instant, but then it's like a nice warm bath. But that water was blacker than the ace of spades. And Princess Picky Pants over here was on the verge of a panic attack the entire time we were there.
Lost my buzz.
Lot of germs in that water.
Not at 120 degrees.
I'm telling you what, man, my
It
skin,
wasn't 120. It was like 104.
115.
No.
You're wrong.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Nerd alert. Your skin felt so soft after you got out of that because of the sulfur in the volcanic shit, I guess, or whatever. Unbelievable. Pretty neat.
Right to the waterfall.
Yeah, which was fucking cold. Old brother Teddy Hoops told us about that. He said, that's going to be cold. And boy, was it.
Well, Teddy Hoops is kind of a traveler. That way.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just wanted to, that's what I was wondering about. Like, I just wondered about.
Well, I
how
mean, you see
go
that stuff all the time about the ultra processed, which has
Mm-hmm.
created a lot of the chronic issues.
Right.
And, you know, the chronic inflammation and things in the diet. And I would say that a lot of other countries don't allow the preservatives that we do here in the United States.
or they don't have them because predominantly what they eat is what they have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, obviously the feg, the powder eggs and all that bullshit.
You mean dino nugs aren't like real?
Yeah, right. Like there's not little dinosaur chickens running around.
The chickens are pretty sickly looking, best.
Oh man, they were a bunch of skinny, and their cats. My God, I've never seen a bunch of skinnier cats than I've ever seen them.
Lots of cats, just stray cats on the resort,
Lots of
walking
dogs,
around
too.
where you eat in the restaurants.
Pretty weird.
Little puppies.
Like
birds.
the waiters wouldn't shoo them away. They just kind of like pet them. Hey puss.
Hey, Poos.
Hey puss. Like kind of so weird. Like, hey, don't touch my coffee cup. Don't want to get the mange.
Well, they do that to keep rodents away, probably.
I'm sure they do.
And that could have been your little chicken sausage.
I think it's
link.
probably
I guarantee you that they had a little beach pit barbecue going on one afternoon, like a snacky time. They look like fucking chicken wings that were this long.
It's just a cat's leg.
I guarantee you, like Jenna was like, "Oh my gosh!" The girls Luke's brought a big plate of them up there, and the girls were like, "Oh my god, this is awesome!" And Dave and I looked at each other. It's like, "Where's that fucking cat from the buffet at?" I bet old Puss is over there now getting cooked.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah,
chance you take.
yeah. But anyway, international cuisine. I don't know. Kind of makes you want to go on the old homestead train and just, like you said, fence in our yard and start growing our own beef and planting our own gardens. And
Yeah.
I know mango trees won't grow around here, but
No.
Yeah.
No. But I mean, those should still be. You can still get them at your local grocer
yeah,
because that's still just a
very
primary source
The
kind of
fruit
deal.
was very fresh. It was good fruit.
Yeah. Well, you're probably a big fruit guy.
Yeah, I do. I liked it.
Well, and that's my.
Dave didn't like the mango. He said it was too stringy.
It's a texture thing. Like it tasted fine, but it was
Very stringy.
get stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, we seen a couple of locals eating it as we were traveling to the mud pit, and it looked like something that you would have seen like on National Geographic. They were like sitting on this squatted position, probably 70 years old a piece, or they may have been 40. Just looked 70, from that type.
Island life can get there.
Yeah, and they were eating this mango, and like the gentleman was like wearing it like a mask, like just just going at it. Oh,
Knows how to get in there nice and deep. Like, yeah, that's good.
Anyway, what are you thinking about?
How long? Let me pull it back.
How long are you waiting in line?
How long are you waiting in line? So I was up at work. This was one of the first kind of like nice warm days. Everybody goes and gets their car washed.
Oh,
And I looked at that line, and it was probably 9 cars deep.
not that long.
And I sat there as I was driving by. I thought to myself, there is no way in hell I'd be car number 10 waiting over there.
Right.
So then it got me wondering, legitimately, the things that we wait in line for, how long is too long?
How many times when you were a kid did you guys go to Evansville with mom and dad, Chris and Corey, the whole squad? You're going to go to Service Merchandise. You're going to go to wherever, and then you're going to either go to like Lone Star
Yeah.
or Chi-Chi's,
Logan's Roadhouse.
Logan's,
Yeah.
like one of those places, right? And you go in, and dad's like, "Oh goddamn, they're coming out the door." Yeah, mom's like, "Well, let's just go see."
Yeah.
And then you pull in there, and mom gets out, walks in, and she comes back out and says, "Nope, it's an hour and 10 minutes. Nope, let's
Yeah.
go to the next one." Did that happen with you guys?
I can remember some of those waits where
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the first thing you're asking is
No.
how long.
No way.
And it's and that's because I was sitting there and I started to do the math. I was like, if you're car number 9 in line, let's say a car wash is 5 minutes conservatively.
Oh, conservatively.
Conservatively 5 minutes. You're literally going to wait 45 minutes,
Yeah.
40 minutes
Yeah.
for you to pull into the car
Just
wash.
spend $12 to get your car sprayed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and I was like, that's dumb. There's no way. And then I kind of thought, well, we've been fortunate to go to Disney, Cedar Point. Yeah, we'd stand an hour and a half in a ride line to ride one roller coaster for 2 minutes.
Bucket list type deals. You know what I mean? Like I would do that now. Yeah. Like if I lost 200 pounds and could ride roller coasters again, and the kids wanted to go somewhere like that, I would wait in line like that.
Yeah,
for that, just to do it. You know what I mean? Do it once.
But it just got me wondering, like, where,
So we had to stand in a lot of lines this last week. Airport, TSA, but those are like have to lines.
yeah,
You know
those
what I
are
mean?
have to. You're just
That's like a have to line. But then Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the restaurant thing's the big one for me. You know what I mean? Like, if it's like a non-reservation type restaurant where you go and, hey, we're just gonna run down to Evansville real quick, run to Sam's. Well, let's grab something to eat before we go. Man, you know where I haven't been in a long time? Da da da. And you go there, and there's 50 people standing outside, and it's like, yeah, I mean, we've only got 2. There might be like 15 tables of 5 or 6 in front of you.
Yeah.
Obviously, that 2-top's going to seat way before these other folks, but like, do you even give it a chance to look, or do you just say, fuck that, I'm going to somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
Me too. I'm not, yeah, we don't do that. You do that? Do you wait in lines?
Dave,
I
you
feel
want
like we don't go places very often.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, get that.
Jenna gave me that. Like, I wait in line at the CVS drive-thru at the pharmacy,
Oh, yeah.
and Jenna just goes in. She's like, "Why would you wait in line when you can walk in?" I'm like, "I'm not walking in." So I'll wait in that line sometimes for nearly an hour.
Shut up. Are you
45 minutes is, I feel like, average over there.
I'll catch it tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, my
Figure out another
my
time.
shit's on ready, Phil. I'll catch you tomorrow.
But is that like a sign of the times? Because I think there was a lot more patience back then
Oh, without
for
a
stuff.
doubt.
But I think like with the the invention of cell phones, where like Dave, like we laugh at Dave to sit in 45 minutes, but he gets out his little phone and he starts watching this
Yeah.
or watching that. And
Well, yeah, everybody has a
more
we have a
just,
built-in pacifier.
I really rock out more than I do watch anything when I'm in the truck. This is some good music,
Waiting in line.
Yeah.
What an asshole. I'm trying to watch my YouTube video, and this fucker behind me's blowing my window.
you want to know something though?
blowing
I've had
my
that-
windows out.
I've been to McDonald's twice to get the kids something, and there'll be some asshole right behind me.
And while you're trying to order.
Subwoofer's just bumping away, and you want to get out and pistol whip him because you know the guy that's on the other side of the
Jackknife you right in the throat.
the other guy that's trying to take your order.
He can't hear
hear a
shit.
damn thing.
No.
And he's just guessing whether it was a 7 or a 9. That's exactly it. And then you get
Yeah.
to the window and he's like, "Hey, is all this right?" Couldn't hear. And you're like, "Yeah, I know. Me neither."
Yeah.
Like I just screaming at it. But I looked at that line to wash the vehicle and I just thought there's no way.
I guess depending on what type of line it would be, would obviously differentiate what you're like. A car wash line, absolutely not going to do it. Like, matter of fact, we were going to do it one of the days before we left. I don't remember what day it was. We were going to do it with the Expedition. And I'm like, she's like, "What are you getting in the turn lane for?" Because like when you're coming south on 231 from like Beeler's-ish, and like you get right there in front of like Schatz's office, like where or D Bowling's office and JJ's is at, like you can't quite see how many folks are in the car wash line because of the parking at the parts store. So I'm like in the turn lane getting ready to whip into the carpool there. And she's like, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm gonna run to the car wash real quick." And we make it like 2 more car lengths, and Justine's like, "Really? You're gonna wait in that line?" I'm like, "No, you're right. I'm sorry." Turn signal, right back in the other lane. But now, like a restaurant line, I feel like if they have a bar and you don't have your kids, you know what I mean? Like
It's
you
a little different.
I
Yeah.
guess we'll wait. Like if we go to the Roadhouse or something, but if it's like over an hour, we're normally not.
That's tough. Yeah.
Not
We've done it. So Evelyn really, really likes Texas Roadhouse.
Me too.
And we took her down there for her last not optometry.
The ear doctor.
The ear doctor. You remember that story?
Mm-hmm.
They opened at 11. We pulled in the parking lot at 10:58. There was 30 people standing outside on a Tuesday.
Insane.
And Justine, like we all, like she looked at, "Well, Evelyn, what are we doing? Like, are you kidding me?" She's like, "Well, I just really want their rolls." Oh my God. Told Justine, I was like, "Hey, you signed us up for this shit. We're in. We can't go now."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But believe it or not, that first initial rush, we got in there in 10 minutes. But other times we've been there where they're like, "Hey, it's going to be at least 40 minutes to seat you." They'll give you. They don't even do buzzers anymore. Now you just give them your phone number.
Really?
You go back and sit in your car, and they send you a text
I'll be damned.
and say, "Hey, your table's ready."
Well, that's
and
how long it's been since.
and then we go in and then you sit right down.
The how long is too long in a fast food line during the drive-through?
Before you drive off,
Yeah.
before or after you pay your money. See, that's the kicker. Because if you order your food and then you pull up maybe 2 car lengths and sit there before you pay, I'm going depending on the mood of my wife, maybe 10, 15 tops, and then I'm out. Which is only going to fuck the eyes out of everybody behind you because they're going to keep making your order while everybody else is, you know what I'm saying? Like I've seen that happen.
Yeah,
That's a tough deal, man.
the Wendy's spot there.
Oh yeah.
This was probably it was post-COVID considerably, but I think we had gone through, paid, were waiting, and all said from order to finally pulling away was like 40 minutes.
I was going to say
45 minutes.
I know for a fact that in a local establishment in our town that I'll leave nameless, I have sat for well over 30 minutes before.
Yeah.
Just because you've already paid, then you get to that second window, get your drink, and then they pull you forward.
Yeah.
And then you're hung.
Yeah, you're hung there. And I looked at Dad and I was like, we could have damn near sat down
Oh yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Ordered.
You could have went to the Legion and had half your food done by that far.
By that point. Yeah, and I guess that's why when it comes to like eating out at spots, ever since like the Mickey D's has come in town, because I know that everybody's experience is different, but there'll be a lot of times where I'm like, I just, for the most part, trust Mickey D's, because sometimes like you go by the Wendy's and you're like, there's one car and you know they need at least 3 in there working, if not 4, to be efficient. And you're like, there's not a chance.
I will say,
unless it was walk to work day.
I will say that I will not go there for lunch, but I will go there for breakfast. And usually their 1 or 2 breakfast crews that they have, they've got their shit together. They do pretty well. But that's another new leaf type thing too, because I haven't been there in probably close to a month.
Well, you were gone for one of those, so
I was not gone for a month.
like 1 week of the month.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay. I think though, if you get into a restaurant where you can have some beers,
Yeah,
like it's not a problem.
right.
And I think a pro move, and you can't do it if you got the kids with you. I don't know that I've ever had bad service sitting at the bar to eat
Oh
dinner.
yeah, without a doubt. Yeah,
Like I don't know that I've ever had a problem.
yeah. But now you want to sit at the bar. You don't want to sit at a bar top in the bar.
No, that's true.
Or like a 2-top or whatever.
You want to be
You want to
bellied
be
up.
bellied up at the bar where your bartender is right here.
I think Janelle and I went to Jason Aldean was in concert at Evansville, and she was like, "Well, let's go somewhere we haven't been in a while. Let's go to Outback Steakhouse." Which okay, like it is what it is. I'm not a eat steak out at a chain place.
No way.
It's just not my cup of tea.
No way.
And we get there, and of course, every Tom, Dick, and Harry that was taking their old lady to the Jason Aldean show was there. And we walk in, and the lady's like, "Oh, it's going to be like 45 minutes." And I did the pro move of, it looks like there's a couple. Oh, yeah, you're more than welcome. Sat right down, like all these other couples that don't want to, like, if they're ashamed to sit at the bar, get over yourself. Sat right down, like literally worked out perfect. There was like some people that had waited were just getting seated or maybe even had appetizers.
Right when you're getting your entree.
Yeah, it just insane to do that. But the bar is a pro move. I think a lot of people that has alleviated some of that waiting is the carryout business.
Yeah.
Because I think the carryout business is huge.
COVID.
Yeah, COVID did a lot of that stuff. They there's a guy, I've ran into him at the Pizza Hut a couple times when we got pizza, that he does the Grubhub, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And I just wonder the headache for some of those businesses doing the Grubhub for those, because I feel like there's times like I walk in, service is ready to go, like versus a Grubhub order or something else.
There's restaurants in Huntingburg that you cannot order over the phone, or you can, but it's cheaper to order. If you're going to get carry out from this particular restaurant, if you call and order the food over the phone, it's actually a different price than what it was if you go through the DoorDash app and pick it up yourself. Now explain that.
It's more expensive to order it on your own?
Yes.
Why?
I have no clue.
That seems ass backwards.
It 100% does. But I've seen it personally happen. Yeah. So
That is. We don't venture out to too many like
No.
different places.
I think I've only done Uber Eats like twice in my life.
I've done it a few times. It's always been when I'm traveling for work or something, and there's
Yeah.
nothing real close to the hotel.
How long you waiting in a beer line before you're trying to scout an advantage?
Probably longer than I would food, to be honest. Depends on how many beers I've had while before I decided to wait in this line and how bad I got to piss.
Yeah, those
You know
are
what I mean? And how far of a walk is it to the next beer line? A lot of variables there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I just saw the long line for the car wash.
I can't. I
thought there's no
don't
way.
think. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think I could do the car wash line. Not that long. No.
Just doesn't seem that urgent.
No.
I mean, it's not like taking the polar bear through the car wash is going to spruce it up anyways.
So here's another airport experience. Talking about lines. Never have I ever seen a line for a men's restroom in an international airport before. And not only was it wasn't any international airport. It was the fucking dumpiest international airport I've ever been in my life, in Miami, Florida.
Yeah, places is shit.
It was, man. It was a dump.
I think I saw something. There's a guy I follow on
Sorry,
X,
Florida.
the Everything app, and there was a guy that he was talking about the worst airport you could go to. Is in
I
Miami.
almost had to do so. Like I had, it was getting. So we had our flight from Louisville down there was, what was it? Just under 212, 213. And then from there to the island was roughly 3.5. So I'm like, I'm going to try to, make a deposit before we leave, because there's absolutely no humanly way possible that would ever happen on the airplane.
That'd be tough.
It would not happen. I would shit in the floor where I got into that lavatory. So
Got to make an emergency landing. Got human feces on the floor.
kick her over to LaGuardia. This guy's got a log. Anyway, the handicap stall, there's like 4 guys waiting in line for that thing. And I'm like, we got 20 minutes to board. I got to shit, but like I don't have to shit that bad, but I'm not going to wait 5 days to go to take a dump while basically I'm actively watching the seat-in-laws that I'm getting ready to share with. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'll get out on a limb here and I'll go into the normal, the gin pop stalls. Terrible mistake. Like I almost had to do a handstand to wipe my ass. Like it was not good. Like that place is a shithole.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. Not waiting in line for a dumper either, I'm not above if there's a line for the men's on a single holer and I have got to go real bad and there's nobody in the women's, I'm going to the women's. Don't care. I don't care.
Now, I will say the staff seemed friendly in Miami. When I first went into the shitter to take a leak, there was this old gentleman that was really struggling with his belt. And what it looked like to me is must have been, you ever had a reversible belt?
Yeah.
So you know how the buckle part
Can flip.
Yeah.
Some guy offered to help him.
Well, so that part was in his hand. And this poor old guy.
Let me get that for you.
I'm serious. It was the cleanup guy. And this old guy's, he's like, I just can't get my goddamn belt. And his poor hands are just kind of shaking. The guy says, well, I'll help you. And I was like, oh, okay, well. And I heard him talking, sir, I think it's broken. I don't think it's that you can't figure it out. I think that it's broken. And I'm pissing. I'm like, that's a tough spot. And when I turn around, poor old cleanup guy's down on one knee
Oh no!
trying to get this feller's belt going. And I'm
Oh
like, man,
sheesh!
feller's going above and beyond here.
There was more of a language barrier in the Florida airport than there was 3,000 miles from home on a French,
Well, it's
on
an
a
English
French Creole island.
That I can believe.
Oh my god!
I mean, that's a large.
They were some of the most cologne wearing of some bitches I've ever been around in my life.
Cubanos. Big,
Wow!
Big Cubano
Yeah,
community. down there.
Justine's rubbing essential oils like in her nose on the airplane, like tucking her shirt, like eyes just fountain watering, like she's
tough.
struggling.
That is tough.
Yeah.
That is tough.
Hey, let's take a break.
Oh, I was gonna ask a question, but we
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna ask, like, do you guys recall like the long lines people would sit out in for video game release,
Oh,
or iPhone,
Black
or
Friday.
all that stuff? No way.
Yeah, I'm not setting a 10 up in front of Best Buy for $25 off a $2,000 TV. Not gonna do it.
It's not gonna happen. Now we can take a break.
Let's do it.
Pause for the cause. And we're back. Brother Dave, what say you?
Asbestos, tobacco, arsenic, cold cuts.
Get your cold cuts.
So 10 years ago, 2016, maybe it was 15, the World Health Organization put processed meats on like the class 1 carcinogen list. So it's been like a decade, but I guess they just wrapped up with a big 10-year study, and it really put some weight behind their classification. So it's not been in the news so much here lately, but a couple weeks ago when I decided I wanted to talk about this, it was. And not that I give a shit. Like, I'm still going to eat processed meats. But I asked our friend down the road, Brother Krieg, what he thought about it. But I'm curious. So all these other things that are on the list, you know, and they know you cause cancer.
The biggest one that piqued his interest was bacon.
Yeah, bacon.
That was the big one. Was bacon.
But like hot dogs, bacon, sausage, anything processed. But what I'm wondering about, if that sticks and it stays as a class 1 deal, like, so for your health insurance stuff, they want to know if you're a tobacco user. They want to know if you're an alcohol user. They can test for all those things to be sure they're not in your system, you know, and then judge your insurance on it. You reckon they're going to start testing for bacon?
Well, here's my question though. What makes like bacon, for instance, that we know from our friends at Merkley's is fresh pork
It's
that comes
the cure
in.
salt. It's the cure salt and the
100%
stuff that
the
is the preservatives.
preservatives.
In there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be worse in, you know, like great value ham.
Yeah.
But that's what's in it. It makes it processed.
Lando
Your snack
Frost.
sticks and all that stuff. It's just the
Cheap ass bar ass hot dog.
The fucking bologna that lasts got like a 6-month shelf life in your fridge.
Here's the thing.
I would be hung if I come home with that. She'd make me feed it to the dog immediately.
Well, I mean, he did venture out.
Yeah, we got
First
that
time in a
fixed.
while.
We did. We got it fixed.
Well, the dogs were barking, and I was like, "What the fuck are they
Yeah.
barking at?" And then saw that mangy old mutt Gus.
It doesn't
out there.
make no sense though, because the whole time we were gone, Dad would go out there in the morning and let him out through the day, and he would stick around, and he'd come. You know, he'd go back in. Dad would go back out at night and let him in.
Well, here's what it is. It's the same problem Murph's got with this springtime going. That field
the
behind
weather
us.
was nice that morning.
Yeah, he just ventured out. He just stretching his legs.
He
a little bit.
realized that he knew that his battery was dead. But we quickly
that big dummied mustache bastard's not been around for a while.
We
Good.
quickly got that battery swapped out, so now he knows.
Here's the take on it, and we could call friend of the program Doc Flamian up and ask him, and he would tell you that if you ate a cold cut in moderation, that you're really not going to cause an issue or have a problem.
True.
100%.
What this is about is that there's people, and we may know some of them in our life, that everything they eat is processed with no veggies, no fiber, none of that stuff. And what happens is this shit, as you
Eat
digest
fucking
it,
vegetable Luke's.
Oh my God, I know. One of the guys in our friend group. Friend of yours too. That son of a bitch, he would not eat a vegetable if you had a gun to his head. Unbelievable. Like, you like salad.
yeah.
I love salad. David likes salad. He he thinks of vomiting while eating he just no way.
Good looking guy too. Like fit guy, like you wouldn't guess that he wouldn't touch a vegetable with a 12-foot.
Neighbor Doug?
No, brother Luke's.
Really?
Justin Luker will not eat a vegetable. Like we had grilled mahi for lunch on that frickin' boat with a nice
Cocktail shrimp.
We had cocktail shrimp, and then we had like
a nice veggie kebab?
Yes, exactly. Like a spring vegetable, squash, zucchini, carrots, the whole springy, pretty.
Best meal of the whole trip was on that boat.
No shitter. And they had like a nice vegetable garnish. And fucking Luker's like,
throwing it in the
like just feeding the fucking fish. You're just throwing these vegetables over the damn boat side. And I'm like, come on, Luke's, eat the shit.
That
won't do it.
But like he'll do potatoes?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. So that traditional
It's
thought.
just the green stuff, and he says it's a texture thing. Can't do it. I know another guy that will take a bottle of paste picante sauce salsa and put it in a blender before he'll eat it because of the vegetable chunks, like the.
When I was a kid, I
texture
wouldn't
stuff.
eat the vegetables out of salsa.
I don't know if this makes me a weirdo, but the whole texture game, I don't get it.
I do. Like I say, mangoes, like I thought they tasted good, but they're real stringy, like it gets stuck in my teeth. I guess that's a texture thing. It's just, like the juice wasn't worth the squeeze for me. Like,
Right.
I don't know. It just wasn't worth it.
I don't know. Like I don't know, but I think to this point, Dave, you raise a great question that if this is on those lists, but
I guess I'm just curious how does that work out if it legitimately stays and then your employer says, hey, this is a class 1 carcinogen. We've got to know it's for your rates. Nicotine, alcohol, the other things that they can test for, like what's to keep them from testing for that. And I'm sure there's not a good way to do that now. There is none because you can have bad cholesterol and still eat good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, to the point, it would just be a yes or no question, and your people would say, just say no.
I'm gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lie my ass off
on the penalties of perjury.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I think some of that is the war against those kind of things. You're focused on the wrong thing that you should be doing.
Where were you on the night of February 12th around 6 p.m.? We have eyewitness accounts that you were eating bacon.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a moderation thing. I just honestly believe that. Back in the day,
everything was salt cured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get that.
It's probably just the type of salt. It's probably what is it called?
Nitrates.
The nitrates and
I got a 25-pound bag of cure salt out here. We can get the pretty long list of ingredients.
But some of those like deli meats say uncured.
Yeah.
It still has preservatives in it though.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's got preservatives in it.
Oh yeah, that's the main processed foods. That's what gets you is the preservatives.
The
MSG.
But does that? I mean, if you got like a turkey breast, is it the same thing as you would treat it like a salami? Because I think it's
when you're buying it from the value brand at the store, I think it's probably all the same. Now, if you go down to like friends of the program, Merkley's, it's probably not the same.
No.
Yeah.
You go buy a pound of shaved boar's head turkey, and then on the same day you buy a pound of Lando Frost turkey in the bag. And the best buy date on that boar's head is going to be, I guarantee you, a solid 2 or 3 weeks,
if that,
before the
Lando Lakes will give you 6 months.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever dabble in the like single packets, like the budded lunch meats? Like,
yeah,
gosh, those are the shit. I used to get those.
But I mean, that's why you're not supposed to eat when you're not like pregnant women are not supposed to eat lunch meat.
It's the listeria.
Pregnant women are not supposed to eat fish from the mercury. Like, it's just, there's a lot of shit in our diet. Going back to my topic in the beginning of the show, there's a lot of shit here in our country that it's legal to eat that is obviously I'm guilty of it, but it's fucking terrible for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We dabbled in the waiting in line for food and all that other stuff, but you go to these places, they're not cooking fresh ingredients.
No.
Like some
Those
of your
TikToks
beef
where the
and your
guys
chicken.
had like the same hamburger.
Oh
he
my
bought a
God, the McDonald's
burger
one?
from like 1998, and he opens it up once a year to show that it looks pretty close to exactly how it did when he bought it.
I seen one the other day. Like I guess it was just like there again, TikTok, Big Brother's always listening. But I was telling Justine about it. Like, hey, this is wild. Like normally we're fighting over the shitter when we go on vacation, but for some reason this time we didn't. Everything was normal, and then we get back home and it's like, holy cow! Open the floodgates. Well, then all these TikToks pop up, and the one guy had a Hardee's burger, a Burger King burger, and a McDonald's burger. Hardee's and Burger King were covered in mold, but still resembled the same shape of the burger. And the McDonald's one looks like the bun had flaked off, but like the burger, the cheese absolutely didn't look anything different than the day you bought it.
And that's why you shouldn't eat that stuff 2 or 3 meals a day.
No.
For weeks on end for a lifetime.
I worked with a guy that literally the only thing he had in his lunchbox every day that I worked with him was a 2 liter of Pepsi and about 5 packs of Marlboro Red cigarettes every day. He's no longer with us. That it just.
So you think it was the Pepsi? Or
there again, I don't know.
I don't know. And some of this that compounds the problem. I'm a firm believer in this. If you're active and moving, because when you're active and mobile and moving and working out and lifting and doing those things, your body is breaking down those bad cells because it needs to I think the sedentary lifestyle.
Could you imagine what I would look like if I still worked where I used to work? You know what I'm saying? Like, honest to God.
Yeah, when you're reaching into the lunch pail.
Yeah, just trying to find the bottom of it, sitting on your ass for 12 hours in a piece of equipment. Like, it was awful. Like, that was, like, I'm still trying to recover from that 6 years later.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it.
Sedentary lifestyles are no bueno.
No, and it's the come home, you had a long day, and to exasperate your problems, you have a few cocktails or a few beers, you eat, and you're not eating good because it's a quick warm-up or throw it in the air fryer or whatever it might be. You're going to eat that, have a little dessert, could be a little Debbie out of the old snack cake box.
Or maybe it's a scoop or two of ice cream with some Oreos crunched up on top.
No judges.
Dang.
Yeah, no judges.
Sounds delicious.
It is. Fresh glass of number 2 Prairie Farms milk. Oh, God. I can't eat till 8 o'clock tomorrow. Fuckers, quit it.
Why 8 o'clock tomorrow?
I'm fasting.
In the morning or PM?
Or AM, yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be
I'll
fine.
be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine.
I do 36 every week.
Oh, easy, killer. That's wild to me.
Hey, I mean, it's...
Doing good. I told you a minute ago you look good.
No, you didn't.
I did too.
He gave you a little arm rub.
Like,
Oh.
You look good.
I thought you were talking about because of the polo shirt.
No, just in general. I
Well,
haven't seen you. I
it's-
feel like I missed you. Not anymore.
I've been here all
Loser.
week.
Loser.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but I think there's something to that. Dave, to your point, yeah, where does it stop? Where does it get to? I don't know, but some of that stuff is laws in place, pre-existing conditions and other things.
Yeah.
I don't know how you
Close.
I didn't
Holy
No,
shit.
he flew off.
Bionic beetle.
it's a mosquito.
Yeah, it was.
Probably West Nile.
Yeah, it looked like he could fuck a turkey standing flat-footed.
Yeah. Pretty good size. But I don't know.
I would end. Anyway, that's something I was wondering.
I hope they don't start testing for bacon because I'll lose my job.
The test of it is you got to come in and breathe like in a contraption.
A bacolizer.
Sure, we can tell you've had bacon in the last month.
Bacolizer.
Dave's been staying up all night eating bacon and coming to work.
Dave, how come you smell like a greasy pig? I ain't been eating bacon, I swear. Whatever, fatso. Your insurance is going up.
Somebody complained that they could smell bacon on your breath.
Yeah. More like the shirt you fried it in.
No shit.
Gosh, I don't know. That'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. Some of these people that, the pure naturists that go out and eat nature, they get cancer too. Like, there's no fucking rhyme or reason to it. There's nothing to it.
Marathon runners die of heart attacks every day.
They really do. They don't realize how much damage they cause to their heart when they run marathons.
Right. And the words are great. What was it? The late, great Phil Robertson, he said the same thing. He said, marathon runners die of heart attacks every day. I'm going to eat what I want and live right and just die when the Lord takes me home.
And he did. He got into his
That's right.
80s.
Yeah.
Robert Duvall just passed away at 95.
Reverend Jesse Jackson.
I just watched all the Lonesome
84.
Dove series a week and a half ago.
Jesse Jackson wasn't in Lonesome Dove.
No.
Robert Duvall.
Duvall was.
I saw a funny story about Robert Duvall, a guy I follow on X, the Everything app, and he was talking about he went to a Lonesome Dove reunion thing, like they would do them and they'd invite people, and he was standing at the pisser and Robert Duvall was standing next to him, and Robert Duvall looked over and said, "God damn, boy, what's taking you so long?" And he's like, "I don't know, stage." He's like, and then Duvall said, "I'm 85. I at least got an excuse." And he's like, "Well, I'm just maybe nervous to pee beside of you." And he said, Duvall kind of leaned over and said, "Well, I'll tell you this, you shake it twice, you're playing with it." Zipped up, walked off. That's cool. Yeah. That is cool. But there's been just a wild
I think another one that shook me there last week or 2 weeks ago was old Catherine O'Hare.
Oh, the Home Alone mom?
Yeah, Kevin!
Do you know that she had interviciosis or something like that? Interviciosis? Her organs were backwards.
Wow.
I think it's interviciosis.
Huh. I do know that she from the time of her diagnosis to the time it got her was not very long of whatever aggressive cancer that she had.
Oh, did she die of cancer?
Yeah.
Enterosis?
I know endometriosis is a female problem.
I don't think she had that. There was who else? There was somebody else that died.
No, a lot of people die every day.
That's why it's good to be in the funeral home business.
Amen. People just dying to pay you. What's the Berkeley boys got for us this week?
Well, I'm looking up what that thing's called.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dave can edit this out.
Great radio.
You can fucking talk. Situs inversus.
Situs inversus. Yeah.
When your internal organs are flipped or reversed from their normal
Sounds
positions.
like a Harry Potter spell.
This is a rare,
Situs
congenial,
inversus.
usually genetic condition that causes a mirror image reversal of organs in the chest and abdomen.
Wow.
And I think she found out later in life.
So like your liver would be on the left.
Yes.
And your large intestine would run to the opposite way.
Yeah. Like it's...
Think what it do to your lungs.
What a dumb fuck.
Yeah. It is now time for Brado's Three Big Things, brought to you by Merkley and Sons.
The month of giving thanks is upon us, and so is one of our favorite holidays, Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving, consider stopping by Merkley and Sons to see what they have to offer. We promise you won't find a butterball in their shop. Whether it's one of their famous smoked turkeys or turkey rolls, you can't go wrong. If you're looking to go away from turkeys, well, you know the fellas over there at Merkley and Sons, they've got you covered on that too.
Brado here, throwing a curveball for the week, Dutchman. I don't know if I have that kind of clout to do so. Brado, you've been a part of the program for a long time. I think you can.
Pretty much do what you want.
Yeah, at this point. But the headlines lately have just been depressing. Epstein files, Nancy Guthrie, Iran, etc. So I've got a category for each of you. We'll call these Dutchman favorites. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. For Big Mace, your all-time favorite football movie. Could do a top 3 if you can't just pick one. Remember the Titans, The Program, Longest Yard, Friday Night Lights, Varsity Blues. James Vanderbeek was another one that we didn't talk about.
That's right.
Colon cancer.
Yeah.
By the way, hold on.
Go ahead.
Sorry. The GoFundMe situation
For the ranch you bought?
for the individuals that, like in that situation, that had a fairly decent net worth. That's just a wild move a little bit. right? Like,
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it seems
Yeah.
like you've.
Yeah, like he secured the down payment for this huge ranch, but couldn't pay it off. So then it's like a GoFundMe to.
I thought it was for like other things they talked about, like it was for the family and shit.
So
Well,
he
Dawson's
secured it
Creek's
down-
been old for a long time.
Yeah, so he got the down payment for this big ranch in Montana, so his wife and kids have a place to live. But it was a down payment, not enough to like
Pay it off.
pay for it. So I believe the GoFundMe was so his wife and kids didn't have to.
Well, maybe he should have had more life insurance.
Well, that's what friend of the program, Chad Blessinger, texted me.
Doesn't have as good insurance guys as what we do.
Yeah, it's
I'm going Remember the Titans.
wrong side.
Blind Side with Sandra Bullock.
Now, are you picking that because of Sandra Bullock and what she wore in that?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. And then
How do you not put Varsity Blues on that?
yeah, I
How do you
know.
not put the program on there?
I don't even know if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh man,
I said Remember the Titans, right?
Yeah, Remember the Titans,
Blind Side,
Blind Side
and then,
for Sandra Bullock.
and then Varsity Blues. I'll do that.
Yeah,
That Cool Whip bikini still sticks in my head.
I bet it does.
Mm-hmm.
For Smoke, if you could set the lineup for your all-time music concert, who makes the show and who is the headliner?
all-time music lineup. I think it'd probably be something like. I think the headliner has to be Kid Rock. That's probably the best concert I ever saw.
Did you watch the TPUSA halftime show?
God.
Nope. So it'd have to be Kid Rock up there. Blues Traveler would be on it. And then I tell you what, who I've really been listening to a lot, I think I bet that old Hardy feller do a pretty good show.
He's coming to Evansville here
This
soon.
is wild to me. This is wild. Like,
What's wild?
You didn't say Keith Whitley. You didn't say George Jones. You didn't say
I don't know,
anybody that you always listen to.
I don't know that I'd get as much from a concert venue with, like, I've seen George Jones in concert. He was real fucking old, but I seen him and it wasn't that great. I've seen Hank in concert probably 25 years ago. It wasn't that great. I don't know. Like, those guys I don't think do good concerts. I think just make good music.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
I think there is a real, there is that. You're exactly right. That kind of is. You're right. Make good music, but not a
Like
great
Coulter
show.
Wall, really like that kid a lot. He's got some awesome songs, but I bet he's a.
sucks in
yeah.
concert. Yeah.
Now, if it was a small thing like you and your buddies in a bar and you're drinking beer with it, then we got a different conversation. But
Yeah.
to go sit in a crowded room for 2 hours,
Yeah. Makes sense.
All right. So Brado's question for me, similar to Mace's, your all-time favorite baseball movie. He provides For the Love of the Game, Field of Dreams, Major League, League of Their Own, Bull Durham. I'm going to say that my all-time favorite baseball movie is Field of Dreams. That's a absolute classic in my eyes. It's just got it's a baseball movie, but it's got a great, more human undertone element to it. Then in my top three, I'm going to go The Sandlot.
Yeah.
An American classic. I don't know how he didn't mention The Sandlot and when he, came to it. The next one is Rookie of the Year. That would
is that
be
the
my
kid that breaks his arm and throws
Yeah.
like a million miles?
Rowan Gardner.
yeah. That would be that one, and then an honorable mention: Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah.
Grew up with that one,
Tony Danza.
and like I get it, like there should be the Homer answer of A League of Their Own.
Christopher Lloyd. Wasn't he in that? Angels in the Outfield?
I don't know. I know it's Danny Glover.
Danny Glover, not Tony Danza.
Pretty sure Christopher Lloyd's in Angels in the Outfield.
Let's see. Starring Danny Glover, features a young cast that includes Adrian Brody and Matthew McConaughey. Not seen anything. About,
You know who is like one of my favorite characters from Rookie of the Year?
Tony Danza is in that movie.
Oh, see, I'm not that far off. Rookie of the
Christopher Lloyd is in that movie as
There
well.
you go. the guy that plays the it's Harry from Home Alone.
Yes.
The guy is he the equipment
He's
guy?
kind of he's the clubby. He's the clubhouse
the
manager.
clubhouse manager when he's eating sunflower seeds, locks himself in the cage.
Because isn't there a scene like Icy Hot? There's
yes.
or a Tiger Balm issue that happens there.
And he can never pronounce Henry's name right. You know what I mean? Hey, Glebenglabber. You know?
Yeah,
Gary Busey's in that one.
Yeah,
too.
he is in that one. No, that's a good one there. But League of Their Own's good, but it's not my favorite.
Nah.
Maybe it's just because we grew up with it.
Right.
No slant to that. Brado, even though a little bit of an off week,
Still good ones.
the fact that you're living in the headlines worrying about that stuff too much, buddy, you just can't. You just can't.
Unplug, bub.
Don't let it eat you up. So, anyways, it's now time for some final thoughts. We wrap up here on this Friday or whenever you're listening to us. We appreciate you stopping by. Obviously, like to leave you with some parting words as we head on. Brother Dave?
Felt an awful lot like spring in Southwest Indiana today, and
Fake news. Mother Nature's going to rear her ugly head, and we'll go through another week or 2 weeks of just
Getting ready to donkey kick you right in the sack any
I
minute.
guarantee it. But it's something about middle of February being able to open the door in the lounge and enjoy the weather. It always puts a smile on my face. So enjoy the little days because there's lots of bad ones.
big fella.
If you're watching us on YouTube, you all notice that we've got this beautiful black smudge on our foreheads. It's begun the old Lenten season. So,
Bless you. Bless you.
If you believe, then give something up that's going to make you a better person. Do stuff for yourself and whatever. And just keep your stick on the ice.
Something that's good for yourself and whatever.
Yeah.
That's very
Happy Lent.
Hey, what have you given up?
Not
Can't
supposed to
talk about it.
Oh, really?
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Then why does everybody talk about it so much?
Because
Because
they're
they're
missing the point.
Hypocrites.
Hypocrites, for they have received theirs. That's what the gospel reading is.
Right.
I don't know if. Well, I mean, you went
Yeah, I was there.
Catholic church. You went to
there.
the Lutheran version.
Same damn thing.
Okay. Well, it's not the same.
Backdoor Catholics.
Yeah. Anyways,
What
just
about you, big guy?
weather update for Dave: 66 on Thursday, Friday 47, Saturday 43, Sunday 32 and 20, Monday 33 and 19, and then we crawl out of that hole.
That's actually good. We're butchering this weekend and next weekend, and I was getting a little nervous
Yeah.
about it being
Hot.
Yeah, that's never
No good.
Yeah, there you go. For me, when you listen to this on Friday, your boy here has made another trip around the
Birthday
sun.
boy.
Yep. We'll turn the big 3-9. Mm-hmm. I tell you what, birthdays, well, when you share them with their spouse, they don't mean as much.
They mean more.
They mean more.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant to say. Love my wife. She'll be celebrating a birthday on the 19th of February as well. But anyways, my outlook on birthdays as I get to this age is all about collecting more. I'm all about celebrating as many of them as you can because, unfortunately for a lot of folks, they don't get to collect as many as they should. Mm-hmm. A lot of good people go too early, and I'm just hoping to collect as many of them as I can and see my kids grow up and grandkids and
Oh, yeah.
all that other good stuff. But I blessed to have another year around the sun with good health and good friends and good family and all that good junk. So
Hell yeah.
there
Love
we
you,
go.
buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Love you too. We'll see you next time.
Dutchman out.